awful decisions. Somehow we ended up in I-29. I was supposed to stay home, near home, like an hour from home, and do some more testing. But testing makes me want to vomit. And we heard about this cash days deal, so just drove 6 hours, which ain't too bad compared to normal. So now we are in Pacific City, Iowa, just down the road from I-29. Made her. So we're at I-29, but we're not on the drag strip. Drag strip's way over yonder. So we're actually on the road course for a little cash days deal. It's like a $100 buy-in. I don't know how many cars are here, maybe like 10, 15, I'm guessing. So we're parked in the back stretch here, and right up to the left is where it'll, so come around there, and then on this front stretch here, do the race. So we're just tossing the tune-up in this thing. I called Steven with no warning like usual. I was like, hey Steven, remember when you raced on that road course down in Omaha? He's like, yeah. I was like, give me some of that work for it. He's like, okay, do you got anything I can go off of from like previous no prep roads, things like that? I was like, no, just have to do your best, buddy. So he emailed me some here, so we're gonna toss it in and hope for the best. If it doesn't work, I can't blame anyone. We have zero data, but the plan is to come back in here in July for the road course takeover. So even if we get bonked first round like we're probably about to, at least I have some data from this road course in the future when we come back here. To give you an idea of what this looks like, that's it right there. So I've never had this car on anything other than a track. It's hardly been on no prep. The most no prep it's been on is here before, last year. We did fine, but I don't really have any ideas. It's one of those deals you can't learn if you don't try, so everybody went to their first cash days street race at one point or another. So on the way down, I was telling Josh, so I don't know why I keep coming here, because every time I come here, something goes terribly wrong. The last 2 trips led to 2 tranny swaps at the track. Never won more than a round. He's like, nah, it's gonna be different this time. I was like, all right, cool. So I take the car out, just putting it around, make sure everything feels right, because I had it tore apart again. Just starts missing like crazy. Like a whole cylinder gone. I'm like, oh, here we go. This is the end of it. So we took it back, started looking at things, and the battery was dead. I know what you're thinking. Why would you have a dead battery when you go to a racetrack? Well, you see, my battery charger is actually broke, so the whole time I thought it was charging, it wasn't charging. So anyhow, we have a tune-up in it that I think might work, probably won't. We could go test on the drag strip, which Josh wants me to do, but I refuse, because I told him it's not usable data. He's not happy about it. So I'm just gonna wing it like usual, off the trailer, the way racing should be. So it's back on its thing from last year where it bumps on its own again, which, as you know, on the street with a flashlight, tire cracks a jump. So I can fight through to the track where I stayed shallow enough, and if it moves a couple times, it's not enough to go red. But out here, that's not gonna work. So I don't know what to do. Frantically trying to find something wrong with it. Thought we had it fixed. Didn't do it at all at Rock Falls. So now I'm gonna see how much I can foot brake this thing to. Okay, so let's try it again. I have a wild theory. I remember that was at Rock Falls. It was really cold out. It was really cold out, so I wasn't running the fan during the pass. I would just run the fan after the pass and during the burnout, and I'd shut it off right before I staged. I don't have an alternator. I just have a battery. And I'm wondering if when the battery gets drawn down to like 12, if that fan pulls so much voltage away and amperage away from everything else, if there's not enough to hold the brake as well. So I just tried it a couple times, fan off, no lurch. So I guess we're gonna do it and hope for the best. Burnout, I assume this is the starting line. So I don't know, I haven't done this before. I'm assuming lane 1, lane 2, which is relatively interesting because this is like an overlay. This looks to be original. So it's kind of like completely different surface lane to lane. So what do you think? Like, I just kind of shoot to center this under the car. So we'll just try to straddle this across the top of it. Hope for the best. I mean, I don't mind this. There's no walls here. I have a fear of walls now. So at least this way, if I lose her, we just go off into the grass. getting a little late. It's like 9 o'clock, but we got chips drawn. I'm pair 14, which is about the best we could have hoped for. Instead of going out right away, first hit down, we can watch a little bit, see what the road's doing, go from there. So we're paired up with a white RX-7 nitrous car. I'd like to tell you I have a decent tune-up, but I have no idea what the tune-up is because I've never done this before. So fingers crossed, and hope for the best on this one. Tell him again. Tell him again.
I ain't doing that.
What's the deal?
Shut the shit off.
Tell him. Nah.
Cut it off. They're seeing enough.
Tell him.
No.
Tell him what the deal is. Now.
Put the shit away.
Tell him.
John,
Tell him what the deal is. Tell him what. If you don't tell him.
14 pair. Your left lane. You're coming in second.
All right. I forgot everything me and the other driver arranged, so Josh had to go hunt him down. We're strapped in. We're like 6 cars back. Check out the sweet Grudge Racer light I installed. I've never cached these before, but I see all the guys that cache these, they have them, so I went ahead and got one. I've wired up some headlights, taillights. This thing's ready to rip. So apparently they're letting 2 burnouts happen. I think I'm just gonna do 1. I don't really have a good reason other than I don't have a reason to do 2. I'm not sure. I really don't know what I'm doing. I feel like if I do 1, my odds are better. I don't have an alternator. I'm a little skeptical on the tranny when it gets a little warm. I don't know. I got these Mickeys, everybody else on Hoosiers. Wildly unprepared, but I don't know. What's the worst thing that could happen? Well, he left on me hard. I haven't seen the video, but I felt like it blew the tire off immediately. It kind of regained itself, and I kind of waited way too long to get on the scramble. I wish I would have grabbed it sooner. I don't think it was enough to beat him. He was easy 2 cars out in front. Like I said, I don't think it would have mattered. It started pulling pretty hard up top. Car drives like a dream. It got kind of wishy-washy. I was a little apprehensive out there, but it's all right. It brings that's the first time I've ever lost the first round in this car, so that kind of sucks, but I figured this is probably going to be the event where it happened. I don't know. I mean, we learned a lot. I'll probably come back again for that road course deal in July. Oh well, what do you do, you know? So Josh is up there right now. He thinks it might have been a jump. The guy, no bad on the guy. I mean, hell of a leave. I'm guessing he anticipated a fuzz. I was a little late, so it looked pretty bad. Josh doesn't go up there, and I think he's just gonna look at the tire crack. We're not gonna throw a fit or nothing, but we'll let Eric, who's putting the race on, call it. Just have him look at it. You make the call, and we'll do whatever. Well, this just keeps getting worse. So I checked the old CO2 bottle, and it was off. Whoops. I forgot it, Josh forgot it. I never thought about it. Kind of sucks. I don't know. I mean, it was it was moving around pretty good the way it was, so I don't know if it would have just made it worse or better. Who knows? Well, as you can tell by the car in the trailer, the old tire crack did not favor us. No big deal. Load her up, check it home. Either way, I'm glad I got to do it. I've never made a pass in this car down a road or a road course with chip and seal. It didn't go great. I don't have a draggy. I'm going to guess it was probably a solid 701 pass. But either way, probably try it again. I don't know if the old Mickey Thompson stiff sidewalls are really the hot ticket for this kind of racing. So decide if we want to buy some different tires and maybe change some bar angles and stuff. But either way, it's cool to try it once.